Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to review something I've already reviewed, but now I have the bigger one and the smaller one. This one up here is the most new, and they don't even have the same colored box yet. It's so new. So I'm excited to bring these to you. Now if you haven't watched my review on this fan, I did a review here on this fan. I showed the oscillation features, the timing features, the light features, all the things like that, but each of these fans have all the exact same functions. So if you want to see the specific functions and a detailed review on the functions, go back and watch that video. But for this one, I just want to compare the different sizes and the different capabilities of the three variety of fans that they have. So let's crack these open and we'll show you what's going on. All right, so you can see all three models of the fan here. You have the one on the stand, and this is the lowest size of the stand, but it comes up to that tall. And this can be used just sitting on a table. It just wouldn't be very stable. This is the medium-sized fan, and this is the smallest fan. Each of them has a ring light all around the sides. All battery operated, all USB-C, big batteries they have in them, last a long, long time. So when I tested this battery here, I ran it for 4 to 6 hours, and it never left the 75% range. And it was running on high fan and oscillating. So the battery lasts quite a long time. They all have a remote control, and the remote control allows you to do the exact same functions as you can on the front of the fan here. They all have a timer, they all have a light, they all have various fan speed settings, they all have an oscillation feature. They have a night mode, meaning you can put the night mode and it turns off these blue lights on the front so it doesn't bother you at night. And they're all pretty awesome. And just a quick reminder on all the features it has here. So you have this one, you turn it on, fan starts running. You see all the lights light up there. I can turn those off with using the night mode button. This one turns on the lights. There's a variety of functions there. This one is the one that oscillates, and it has varying degrees of oscillation. And this is the timer. You can have it on for a certain amount of time. And then charging functions back here on the back. It's included with this USB-C plug here, but it's very simple. I already have one here plugged in, but I can charge it like that. And then going out, you plug one in here and charge my other devices. And again, you have the remote here that does all the functions, all the same functions that are on the front as happens on the remote. And it has a nice little storage spot right there. And again, these functions are almost the exact same on all three of these fans. The button layout's a little different, and some's a push button, some's a turn, but generally they all have the same functions. Just to show real quickly on this one also, all the features. So you notice on the last one that was a knob. This one's a push button. And then you have your various lights here. So night mode, you can turn those lights off, the blue lights there. Here's your big lights. It gets pretty bright. Timer. No timer, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours, and 8 hours. And then your oscillation features, 45 degrees and 90 degrees on this one. And also on the back, so there's the remote storage. And then you have a USB to charge it. And it will start counting up like that. It'll let you know when it's fully charged. Or you can take this, plug this in here, and then plug this into your phone, tablet, whatever else, and it will charge that. So it's great having an extra battery with you and a way to stay cool. I've tested out this one in this trailer. I've tested out this one in our camper van. We were just in Zion National Park a couple weeks ago, and that van doesn't have air conditioning, but I had this fan on blowing the air around inside. It kept it going quite nicely. So this fan right here works pretty great. It's small. It's an easy way to go camping with. Another feature I like about all these fans is they all have these hooks on the bottom. So if you were to have a screened-in porch or a little camping gazebo, something temporary you set up outside, of many of those things nowadays, I can hang this from inside. It's light enough to hang from the roof, and then I can turn this down, and it will blow straight down or I can turn it at an angle and it will rotate back and forth. So if I had this hanging inside my little pop-up tent gazebo deal, this could just be blowing some air around in there. And if it's getting dark, I turn on the light, and now I can have some light in there. But this fan has that, this fan has that. This tall fan does not have the hanging feature, but it does have a handle up top, so you could theoretically hang it from something. It just wouldn't get the same effect as these. These tilt. This one also tilts. What I like about this fan on the stand here is I could use it like sitting out here at my picnic table, sitting out here in my chairs, getting a little breeze. I'm out here in California right now, and it's cool this morning, the Central Valley of California, but in the afternoons it gets quite warm. So these would be nice to have a little breeze sitting out here if I wanted to enjoy some afternoon or evening sun and wanted a little bit of breeze as well. So slight differences in the three fans. The two bigger ones have a knob to adjust the fan speed. This one only has a push button to adjust the fan speed. Off, low, medium, high. So this one's running on high. That one's now on high. I want you to hear the sound. And then this one. So the smaller fan is the loudest of the bunch at the highest setting because the blades are a little smaller, so they make a little bit more sound. But it does push quite a bit of air. I do love that they all have a light feature. I do love that they all oscillate, and I really love that they last a very long time. And if you have charged up the battery in these, there's the USB plug back here. There's a USB in to charge it and a USB out to charge something else. So if you needed to use one of these to charge your tablet or your phone or something like that, you could. So I'll put up on the screen here the various wattage and power functions they all have. So you can see the input output charges, the wattage that they all use and charge and things like that. So it'll be something if you're looking to compare the three. If you do decide to use this tall stand fan on the outside in the windy conditions, it comes with stakes. One stake goes through each of these legs and it would stake it to the ground so no wind would blow it over, or kids playing around, or dog, like my dog likes to knock stuff over all the time. So keep that from happening. Again, I like the adjustable height here, so that's the highest setting, and it goes all the way down to that height right there if you need to. Sitting out here, I could adjust it right to my face, however I wanted to do it. But I really do appreciate the fans. I really do like their functionality, and I'm a fan. I really am. I'm a fan of the fan. So really happy to have these, and I'm thankful for the company for sending these out for me to check them out. And I've been using, I've used mostly this one inside the camper here. It was on this morning, blowing some air around, just moving some air inside the trailer. Again, this one was used in our camper van, and I think it's a nice little setting for a smaller space. So this is F6, F11, and the F21. Those are the three sizes that they have. And they were all great. They all really worked really well, and I'm thankful. I like them, and I highly recommend. If you need a fan in your life, like if you go camping in your camper of any size or any style, if you have an outside bug net gazebo thing that you like to do a pop-up tent outside your camper, I think it's great. If you'd like to do stuff in the warm environments, or you just like a little airflow or a little sound, that's another thing people like when they go to sleep, is a little white noise, because they provide you just a little bit of white noise, and they have the light function so you can turn the lights off and it doesn't interrupt your sleep with blue lights and things like that. So really happy with the fans, really like their setup, and thank you again to the company for sending these out for me to check them out. If you would like to purchase one of these fans, there'll be links to all three of them down below. If you have any questions about this or anything else we do, please leave a comment down below or reach out to us via the contact us link on our website. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Happy adventures.